The tuning industry, like any automotive industry, has its share of gimmicks. And so when somebody asks me what comes with the tune, I'm often unsure of how to answer that. You're buying a tune, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to calibrate the car for the fuel type that you have and the modification that you've done to the car. I'm going to do my best to make it as reliable as I can at the power level that we're going for. Am I going to leave a little bit of power on the table? Yeah, that's just how it works. So it has to be a little bit in there to compensate for extreme changes in temperature, um, you know, issues with fuel quality and things like that. Um, but a lot of the gimmicks arise from other tuners and product makers who sell you canned maps for your car that give you a false sense of improvement. An example would be my friend has a GTO, and his GTO has some canned map on it. I think it's Diablo or something like that. And all they did in that to make the car feel way faster was make the throttle plate open 100% at smaller positions of the accelerator pedal. So it makes the car feel really responsive. Now I'm giving the car a quarter throttle and it just like wants to jump forward. And they're just lying to you because that's not, they're not making the car powerful. They're just limiting the range and giving you the illusion of more power. In boosted cars, a lot of tuners will turn the boost up to the full boost at only a half throttle input, which makes no sense to me. As a road racer, it is my philosophy that if I want 100% of my power output out of my engine, I should put my foot to the floor. If I want half of my power output, I should put my foot halfway. Not have all the power from a half to full, because then all I've done is made my throttle useless from anything above half throttle, and I've limited my control, over the car. So if I'm leaving a turn and I don't have a smooth onset of boost, it's just this rapid acceleration with small throttle inputs, then I could unset the chassis, I could lose traction, spin the car out, wreck it, who knows, right? All kinds of things could happen. But a lot of it's done because they want the customer to get in the car, touch the throttle a little bit, and have the car just take off. And they're like, oh wow, it's so fast, it's so, the difference was amazing. And really there's not much of a difference on the top end. It's just what they did is they made the bottom end too sensitive to give you the illusion that the tune is really good or something. And so when someone says, hey, what am I getting with my tune? I don't know what to tell them other than I'm tuning the car for the conditions, for the fuel, for the mods, and that kind of stuff. Some people want different boost levels, and I don't understand that. I mean, I'll do it if that's what they want, but I don't get it. If you want less boost, just put less throttle into it. That's the way it works, right? The power and your economy is controlled by your right foot. If you want a fuel-efficient map, don't put your foot in it. Drive it very, very lightly on the throttle. If you want a lot of horsepower, the most it's going to make, then put your foot to the floor all the way. If you only want to do 7 pounds of boost on it, then only put it about halfway down, right? I mean, the power is in your hands. In my opinion, that's the way it should be. But some guys want to have a bunch of maps for different boost levels and stuff. And like I said, which I will do, but I won't do it for free because that takes more time to go through and set these maps for the customer and stuff. Now, fuel type is a whole other story. If you are going on road trips a lot and you go where they have lower octane fuel than you're being tuned on, then yeah, you absolutely should have a map that is safer, so that when you go to those places, you don't suffer a lot of detonation and potentially ruin your engine. But if you don't provide that fuel to your tuner or your calibrator at the time, any tune that he does for the lower octane is only going to be a guess. And that's where experience comes in. The guys that have more experience are going to have a better guess of what it's going to take and give you the best shot of not blowing up your motor if you're beating on it down some with lower quality fuel. So if you do insist on having different fuel maps, I suggest bringing it with you, or understanding that if you are going somewhere for a long period of time and you're running a lower octane fuel, you should probably get tuned while you're down there by somebody who has that fuel type available in their region, or bring that fuel type up to your tuner if he's not in that region. Again, I don't lie to you with the throttle. If you want full power, put your foot to the floor. You're not going to get the crazy throttle ramping. I try to have my throttle as linear as possible. I try to have my boost very linear so that you can control the torque output of the engine, because the accelerator pedal is basically a request for torque. So if you want all of it, you put it to the floor. If you want half of it, you give it half. And that's just the way I tune the cars.